Thomas the Hermit here. I will be fasting for 7 days. I am fasting in keeping with Mary's words at Akita to offer up sacrifice for souls during these times. I'm going to be offering up other sacrifices as well during this 7-day fast. I decided to do it this morning, so my clock is starting yesterday when I had my last meal around 10 o'clock Sunday, and I'll be going to the following Sunday, June the 3rd to June the 10th. I'll be fasting for souls in keeping with the message of Akita, fasting for subscribers, and also fasting so that Catholics will wake up to the times that we are in. Now, on this fast, I am going to be doing a no food fast unless I have a potassium issue. And then I will eat some bananas. Now, here's why I would have a potassium issue. As you know, I have been sleeping in my car. What you may not know is that temperatures during the day have been getting up to between 95 and 97 degrees during the day. Now, I do not spend time outside during the day, but when I try to go to sleep, the temperatures are still, into the 90 degrees, and I find it very hard to get to sleep. I'm not actually getting very much sleep. And I'm trying to sleep, I cannot lay down. I have to sleep in the passenger side of my truck, and I spend most of the time trying to fall asleep, and I usually don't get to sleep till about 3 in the morning, and then I get a few hours of sleep, and then it starts getting too hot about 8 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, that's what I've been dealing with. And I've also been dealing with a lot of sweating. So I will not risk my life during this fast. If I feel that my potassium levels have dropped to a place of danger, I will eat some bananas to finish out my fast. I don't expect that I will have any issues the first 5 days. I have fasted for 5 days, and I've done so successfully in the past. This will be the longest fast to date that I have done before. And of course, I am following up on what I believe the Lord has called me to do. The Lord has asked me to accept suffering. He has asked me to offer up sacrifice. So I am following out what I believe He is calling me to do, and I will be doing this for 7 days. I will see how it goes. I'll keep everyone updated. It can be difficult. I have limited amount of time on my phone to put out videos. I do have to go to the library, which I have to walk to, which is about 1.5 miles away. 1.5 miles away is not too hard unless it happens to be 95 degrees out, which it can be 95 degrees out when I'm trying to get to the library, which again gets back to the issue of potassium. But I will be praying and fasting for you. I will be praying and fasting for souls to be saved during this times that we are in. And I will be praying and fasting for all of us to be protected. And I will be praying the rosary because that is the weapon that Mary gave us to pray during these dark times. And this is kind of to keep apprised. I will not be able to publish this while I'm fasting. The reason is because I have to go to the library to upload now. Can't do it on my phone right now. I'm out of time on my phone, so I can't do it. So this is going to be published after my fast is finished. But this is the 5th day of my fast. The 3rd day, typical, I've fasted many times into the 3rd day, and always on the 3rd day, spiritual breakthroughs begin to happen on the 3rd day. I wanted to see how I would feel by this time. Well, I woke up this morning and I got up. I had some energy. Now, I don't expect that energy to last. I expect it to dissipate rather quickly this morning as I have already begun to pray. I went up to the church and I've come back already. Let me show you the distance there. See, that's the church in the distance over there. And so I'm not completely unable to physically do things, but I know that I will feel worse later. Now, what I have here is I have these bananas, and I bought them green yesterday, and they're not yet ripe, and hopefully by tomorrow they will not be overripe. But my point in buying the bananas is if I created some kind of potassium deficiency, and as I've already said, because of the heat and the sweating and the way I've been sleeping, which I get very, very little sleep. I think I'm only getting about 3 hours this morning, but I don't know if I even got that. And the day before, I don't even think I got a half an hour. And it's really tough because it's hot at night and I can't seem to fall asleep. But anyways, I'm wondering if my sleep deprivation isn't being offset by the prayer. Maybe going deep into prayer, into subconscious meditation and prayer and stuff like that heals the mind a little bit like sleep does. I do not know. It is just a speculation, an interesting one nonetheless. But I will be pursuing my prayer today. This is my 5th day. I have fasted to 5 days. Of course, I've told you that I am going to 7 days, and I will be going to 7 days. Tomorrow will be the 6th day. But for today, this is the 5th day, and I'm still trucking along. Do I want to eat something? I certainly do. But I know Thomas the Hermit. If I eat a little bit, I'm going to keep eating. So it's better for me not to eat at all, or to eat or not to eat, that is the question. But I will not be eating unless there's a potassium deficiency, and that's where I got my banana. See, that's the church in the distance. Thomas the Hermit here, and this is the 6th day of my fast. Yesterday, while I was praying on the 5th day, I would say that the presence and power of God was very phenomenal. It kind of felt like I was in a Carmelite monastery at that point, and my intimacy with God was much greater than it ever has been. So I would say going to a 5th day of fast was very profitable. Now I'm on day 6, and I want to eat. I don't even want to keep going, but I'm going to keep going. How do I feel energy-wise? Well, energy-wise, I can walk around. I'm talking to you. I can walk to the church, I'm pretty sure. But I think my energy level is going to drop much more rapidly than it did yesterday. After about an hour of running around yesterday, that's when it dropped yesterday. But I think it's only going to take about a half an hour today. And I have no idea what it's going to take tomorrow. Tomorrow they'll have all the masses. They'll have the morning masses. There's 4 of them, and I will be going to them, and I'll be taking communion twice. The effect of what I'm praying for, I'm beginning to feel that sacrifice is affecting the demonic stronghold. Although I told you that the demonic stronghold has been defeated, he has not been eliminated. And part of the problem is that he's rooted in childhood abuse. So I would concoct a theory that childhood abuse and demonic strongholds go together. I think one of the goals of Satanists is to create abused kids whom will end up being the prey to the demonic. But anyways, for now, I'm continuing on my fast. I am making strides, and I believe today is going to be a powerful, powerful time of prayer in delivering me from anything that is left, and also in praying for others and praying for the subscribers and praying for the people during the apocalypse. And that may sound weird to you, but the more I pray about it, the more I believe that that's where we are. We are in the apocalypse, and we have got to pray for each other. It is early morning on the 10th. This is the 7th day of my fast, and I'll be finishing it today. I don't know if you can tell, but you might be able to notice from my other video that I've lost a little bit of weight doing this. Now, how am I doing? Well, that's kind of hard to say. I did have some energy this morning. I did some exercises, and that gave me some energy back. And but I know that's going to drop really fast, and I'm going to be walking around like a zombie around here by the time my fast finish. About a half an hour ago, I went off my fast, and I'm about 6 hours short of my goal. Now, I don't think that's important because I've never prayed and fasted this long before. And I've gotten many spiritual fruits from it, and God has blessed many people through my prayers and this sacrifice. And I will learn from this, and we'll see. Maybe I'll do it again. Maybe I might even go longer, because I found out that I could actually function a little bit. Although this 7th day was the hardest day so far. It has been the one day that I began to feel that I was having problems physically. Legs starting to hurt, maybe from potassium. I began feeling the lack. I began feeling it pretty strong, and I began to kind of weaken. In fact, this last day, I really didn't pray as much. Although it is Sunday, and I was able to attend 3 masses, and I received communion twice, and so I was unable to do the vigorous praying that I was doing because I simply lost the energy. But I kept going, and I kept praying, but in a passive way, which is a good way to pray too. This is Thomas the Hermit, the final update on my fast. I will be giving an overview of what I gained from this fast. Say a prayer for me. I am praying for you, and I'll talk to you later.